season 2 is definitely the peak of Glee, and we have so many great episodes, which is further evidenced by my next episode, which is the Rocky Horror Glee Show, season 2, episode 5. Now, this is actually my favorite all-time episode of Glee. I don't care if you agree or disagree, but I just think this is such a good episode of Glee. This is Glee at its finest. It is quintessential Glee. Costumes, stunning. Storylines, hilarious. So this episode opens up on a close-up of Santana's bright red lips singing science fiction / double feature against a black background, because this episode is committing to the Rocky Horror Picture Show immediately. Smash cut to the Glee Club rehearsing over the Frankenstein place, only for Dr. Carl to storm in and accuse Will of trying to steal Emma from him. Cue the flashback. So it turns out that Emma and Carl went to a midnight screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and there was people throwing like food all around, and this somehow helped Emma with her OCD. And so Will decides that the perfect way to impress her is to get the Glee Club to perform the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is so inappropriate. He casts Rachel and Finn as Brad and Janet, Mike Chang as Frankenfurter, and the new kid Sam as Rocky. Finn is super uncomfortable with his costume, which is basically him standing there in his underwear, which again, why would you get a high school student to put this show on? It is so inappropriate. I digress though, it's still my favorite episode. Mike's parents also agree that it's highly inappropriate for a high schooler to perform this, and they pull him out of the show. So Mercedes steps in as Frankenfurter, and oh my god, Mercedes Jones as Frankenfurter performing Sweet Transvestite, absolutely stunning. Yap Trap certified Glee banger. Oh my gosh, that is such a good song. This is my favorite song to play at the gym. It is such a good cover. Like, I see you shiver with anticipation. So good. Will is now fully spiraling with jealousy over Carl and decides that he'll now play Rocky. And in order to play Rocky, he simply must rehearse the song Toucha Toucha Touch Me with Emma Pillsbury. And this is also somehow represented as romantic and hot instead of completely inappropriate. This is so inappropriate, but Toucha Toucha Touch Me Glee cover version is actually my favorite Glee cover of all time. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love this cover so much in the context of the show. So inappropriate, disgusting. Will Schuester, jail. The cover though, such a good cover. To become more comfortable with his costume, Finn actually tries walking through the school in his underwear, and of course they threaten to suspend him because that's incredibly inappropriate. We then finally come full circle back to the opening scene where Carl confronts Will about his motives, and Will finally admits that maybe, just maybe, this whole production wasn't about the art, but Will is actually desperate. Will realizes how embarrassing his desperation is and how inappropriate it is for kids to perform this musical, and decides that they are not going to perform the musical as a whole, but they're just going to perform it for themselves.